is Markus, and I appreciate a lot that you spend your very precious lifetime with me every morning, Monday to Friday, 8:30, right before the markets open. I'm placed here actually in Bangkok, as you can see at the slide, my background. And I'm working here in my office, Saturn Square office tower, 37th floor, and have a wonderful view about the skyline of Bangkok. This is one of my dreams. I had one of my dreams when I started with trading. Once I want to have an office here in Bangkok, like my mentor had. And yeah, now trading leads me to this way to fulfill my dreams. And I want to show you with this morning briefing shows how you can do the same, how you can also make your dreams come true, because everything is literally in the palms of your hands. So be strong, be the exception, and let's do the right things in trading and work with logic. And logic, avoids to have too many emotions in trading, because emotions, all feelings, all emotions are what is necessary, because you are human beings, but on the other side, it stands in your way to your trading success. So think in a logical way. Okay, we stream this show on YouTube. You will find a button in the right corner. You can click on the subscribe button, then you can like this webinar, you can follow this webinar, you can leave a comment below this show, after the show if you want. And let me say good morning here to who is with me this morning already. This is Andre, good morning, also Relaxation, also Anker, Cayetano, Peter, Ute, Daron, Bernd, wonderful, good morning. So let me share my screen with you right now. Nastia, if you give me access, then I can share my screen with you, with our students too. Thank you very much. So here we go. Exactly. So let's start. Who is with me here on Zoom? Also Raquel, I can see, wonderful. Rainer, good morning. Janusz, Mladen, Matej, good morning. Vasilena, George, Imreni, good morning. Del, Plumman, Raquel, Michael, good morning. And William, also good morning. Nice to have you here. So let's start. And feel free to ask whatever is in your mind. I will do my best to give you the answer. Doesn't matter if it's on Zoom here or on YouTube. YouTube, I have here my second screen. If there is something I can see, then I will answer it, of course. So what's the top news? Let's go back to Friday, big announcement, non-farm payrolls. So non-farm payrolls up 400,208K in April. The unemployment rate is about 3.6. So, and you see jobless claims rose 90K to 200 in April, 30 weeks. So, and that's the top news this morning, or from Friday. So the absolutely top news this morning, stock futures fall as bond yields edge higher, and China's export boom ebbed in April amid coronavirus curbs, and beyond Beth. Now this is by Ypsilon D, shares drop after report officials probing factory emissions. So most important thing is, what do we expect today? It's Monday. That's already over. We expect the CPI full month of Mexico. So you see today, nothing really important. Tomorrow, or especially on Tuesday, nothing you can see here on the schedule from Admirals. And next one is on Wednesday. Hartmut, good morning. Okay, if you want to be well informed, then I would suggest that you follow Admirals on the Telegram channel. You will find the link now on Zoom and on YouTube also. So feel free. We are 799 That's not my day with the numbers today. 798 subscribers. Maybe I should talk a little bit more slowly. Then it could be work. So let's go to the charts. And yeah, as you can see, I started on Friday with DAX trading in 10 minutes because I have a little bit more time now. And yeah, where are we with the DAX 10 minutes? Day trading, because I want to show you that this trend following system is working in every time frame, not only in the swing trading 4-hourly chart, daily chart. It works in hourly chart in 10 minutes because time does not exist at all in universe, especially not in trading, because time frames are just it's trader's mind what you want to see. But basically there does not exist time. But I use 10 minutes to see and to show you how you can make money in a short term or short time frame, like 10 minutes, for example. So where we are. So we left the fair price zone in DAX 10 minutes and we reached a deep green zone, which means actually the price is really, really cheap by one future contract. So as you can see, I have an open position. What's about the trend? Let's see. I started in the second trend arm. You can see it here, second trend arm, and now the trend is running. So the last 0.3 is at this point 13,746 points. There is my soft stop. Yeah, my hard stop is still the initial stop. I don't care about that because I'm in front of the PC and that's the purple line. It's my soft stop. So on the right side of the chart, the correction is running right now. And the correction is working on an own trend. And this, it looks like that we will see now this one. Okay, so just the correction. The downtrend is still running. So that's first one. First correction. And now we are in a valid trend. So what we have to do right now with MetaTrader 5 and 4 also, and on Admirals, because that's CFDs, we can work in both directions. So the downtrend will break at the purple line. And I don't finish the trend. That's the market. Market says when this trend is over, and this trend will be over when we have a close above the purple line, above this last 0.3 and not earlier. What we can do is to trade the opposite direction with a hedging position, which means it's just a new trend and this trend is running upwards. And I don't know which trend will continue finally. So maybe if we can ride this trend, this uptrend, yes, of course, the down position will reduce the winners, the profit. But at the same time, if the long trend will continue, it's increasing the profit. So it's equally, you don't lose money on that way. Yeah. So, and therefore be careful. If now we will see a correction and it fulfills all rules, then we can open a pending, or we can set a pending order on the way down, because then we trade both trades. We will never know which trend will finally continue. So we just follow the price on the right side and not predicting it or analyzing it. Yeah. What is the number on the purple line? Too small to see. That's 13,746. 13,746. There is my purple line. That's the soft stop. That's the stop loss, by the way. That's just a mental stop because I don't want to get out by some stupid spikes. That's what I want to do. So let's see if I have questions about this. Want to get rich from trading? Don't hassle. Take the course Trading with Logic and you will be. Okay, Peter, thank you for Peter is one of those guys. They were smart enough to take the course and to make the course. You can make money, become rich. It's different thing, because rich means for every people around the world a different meaning. So Anchor, I didn't see any balance candle. Could you please explain why you entered DAX? Of course, I think, Anchor, you mean the downtrend? Yeah, the balance candle was here already. The balance candle was there, and I entered at the point 2. So in 10 minutes, I don't care if I see a balance candle, because a balance candle is the optimum. Changing of the color is plan B, and enter the chart before you see a trend continuation is plan C. So whatever. Yeah. Okay, then this is the explanation for this. Okay, so let's see. Ernest, wonderful, good morning. Okay, let's come to our top instruments, and we want to start with Bitcoin. Yeah, we start with Bitcoin. Radu, good morning. Thanks for being here in the show. And as you can see in Bitcoin, and this is another lovely, really lovely and perfect example. Eon, good morning. Perfect example for trend following. As you remember, we had this big downtrend, the green one. I entered this and I made money with it. But actually, and that was my mistake, I forget or I missed the entry from the corrective trend. And now what happens right now? The downtrend is continuing. And this is annoying for me right now. I could make so much money with this. Yeah, but you see, please in heaven's sake, make it better than me. Yeah, make it better. So never miss an entry, because you will never know which trend will continue. And as you see, if you follow the price, you're always on the perfect side. And now we can trail the stop. Here you see, I hope you are a part of it. Yeah, and let's see what happens next. I hope there will come a next correction, because without the correction, they will not continue the trend. The trend will not continue. So let's see. But this is a wonderful, wonderful example. Let's come to the DAX, the Dow Jones. And in Dow Jones, I need my, let's see, I need my drawing program. Here we go. And Dow is still working on a trend continuation. Still working on a trend continuation. That was the first trend arm, and that was the second one. We had a 100% correction here, but no break. And now the price is working our trend continuation. That's point 2. That's correction point 3. And just wait, actually, we see a little bit more buying interest. But yeah, just only 2 things must happen. The first option is we see a trend continuation here, or we see a new uptrend here. But if you will see a new uptrend, then we need this, because that's the new point. That's the point 2. And then we have to do this. But for that, we need a new uptrend. So actually, this is that's quite impossible for the next 1-2 days, I guess. Let's speculate on the trend continuation. So where can we get by this market volume price indicator? The point is, Mate, send me an email by my homepage. Yeah, send me an email, a contact formula, then I get you the email. Then I get you the link to this indicator. So let me check here on YouTube. Okay, so let's go on. And next top instrument with lightning execution is, of course, DAX 40 in 4-hourly chart. So, and as you can see here, also a wonderful trend continuation. If you work with soft stop, you are still in. So let's see, 1 and 2 and 3. So no trend continuation there, which means that's next trend arm. And that's the next one. So let's see. Okay, also no, not really. So, and here we go. The trend is still valid. Still valid. And you see that's trend following. So actually, yeah, let's see, we are quite far away from the point of control. Really cheap actually here in this price zone. Yeah, for short, it's too late in 4-hourly chart, and for long, there is no signal. Stay on the sideline. Okay, so next one is gold. Okay, here we are. So this is gold. So first of all, point of control is on the lower side, which means fair price $1,792 dollar, and we are still in a downtrend, and this is really cool. Still in a downtrend, starting here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, for short, it's quite too late because perfect entry was here in the second trend arm. Yeah, then or maybe a re-entry at this point, and now you're still in. Simeon, wonderful, good morning. And yeah, the trend is still valid. Yeah, and if you have a closer look, this is the second trend. The main trend starts much earlier, and you have your clear eye for this, and you'll see that the main trend was starting here. And here we were in the deep second trend arm. So the perfect entry was round about here. And then afterwards you saw this next one and this one. And now we are on a trend continuation. So now you were able to trade your stop loss here, this price at this point, 1920 roundabout, with your entry here. And this is perfect trend following. But for that, you need the logic of trend drawing. That's very important about this gold price right now. Okay, so then the last one is, of course, Euro USD. Next top instrument. Yeah, there's nothing changed since Friday. We are still in a big downtrend. And this downtrend starts here on the upper side at this price. First trend arm, second one, and third one, and next one. And here we go. Big downtrend, still big downtrend. And unfortunately, there is not showing up an uptrend here right now. I was speculating a little bit on this point that we can see a kind of uptrend, but it doesn't happen yet. So there is nothing to do on the right side of the chart. Just watching, observing, you know, speculare, just observing, not just watching, not touching. That's what we have to do as private traders. So 2 questions. Why wasn't gold perfect entry in the first correction? Because in the first, yeah, exactly, stupid question. I think so, yeah. Okay, so not stupid question. There are never stupid questions, but you know we have the rules. In the first correction, the trend is not valid. And first of all, we need a valid trend. Okay, so that's the top instruments. Before we come to the running trends and trades, I want someone is reading my thoughts. So what are your trading goals for this week? I will stick to the rules under all circumstances, or I want to stop interpreting the markets my way. Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Nastia. I will stick to rules under all circumstances. What's your goals this week? I want to stop interpreting the markets my way. I did it my way. So that's it's a cool song if Frank Sinatra is singing it, but not me. But I'm really excited about your choices here. Let's come to the running trades, and we start with Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, it's coming down a bit, but we cannot. It's a little bit, yeah, we cannot trade short because there is no short. Why is it? I show you why it is. It's still a still uptrend, because that was the first trend arm. So that was the second one. Then we had a trend continuation here, which means that was the last 0.3 and there was a break. So then the market tries to go up again with the main trend. So, and now what's up? There was a big move, and that was the last 0.2, which means if we draw the trend, we have to do this, that one, and this one, and then down. So that's the 0.2. So we need a price below that, then a correction, and then we can go short. So actually stand the sideline and wait until the market gives you the answer, which direction we want to trade in the future. Follow the price means not interpreting. Follow. First price, then we follow, not interpreting. Interpreting means first you and your way, and then the price. As long as you cannot influence the price, that it works in your way, kind of difficult. Next one, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, we got, no, it's not trend continuation here because just fake. And we wait until we have a clear close above the last 0.2. But it's working for us, everything is fine. Oh my gosh, Euro Australian dollar, that's really cool. So our first pyramid, you can see, we are working on a trend continuation. Let's see if it will happen or not. So with both positions, we are actually in profit. Euro Japanese yen, yeah, working on a trend continuation here. And here it's also the same procedure. Yeah, we have here a break of the downtrend. That was the downtrend. You can see it here. So first trend arm, then the second one, and here we go. So, and if you do at the 0.3, then you see, okay, we had clear closes, which means the downtrend is broken. So, and now we are still with the main trend, which is facing upwards. Next one, that's really damn it cool. Euro New Zealand dollar, almost 1,000 pips in profit, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you can make money with the markets. Yeah, you don't have to interpret, you don't have to analyze, just follow the price and follow the trend. And this is what famous traders around the world do, follow the price. That's exactly what my teacher taught me over the years, and what I teach you in this morning briefing show and in my online course, by the way. But that's really awesome, and you need such trends to boost your account. And yeah, let's see when we will see the next correction, and I hope we will see very soon, and the next correction very soon, because every correction brings new buyers into the market, and the point of control is quite far away. So let's see if we can make a cool trend. Okay, so let me see. Questions. Okay, that's all. That's all. I did this, did this. Yes, did this. Great. So then next one is New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. And here you can see the big benefit of working with a soft stop. Yeah, because without a soft stop, you were out here at the last 0.3, but there was just spikes. no closes. And you see right now the trend is continuing. And this is kind of annoying. Of course, if we were out here, then we could say, yes, cool trade, really cool trade, market decides. But you know, that's the big benefit of working with the soft stop, because sometimes they want to trick us out. And sometimes we will see a trend continuation. So let's see. You see smart trading, real smart trading. This is smart trading. And finally, oh my gosh, what should I say? We are on track to my own personal record. You know, 2,182 pips. We are on track, 1,481 pips. Yeah. And now you can calculate by yourself if you work with how much money is it with micro account, if you work with a mini lot, or if you work with a real lot. If you have a higher account, bigger account, you work with a really, really cool standard lot, and now you have 15,000 euros or dollars on your side. This is how you can make money. You don't need any kind of speculation or quick money, get rich quite quick. No, it's not necessary. Work with the market, and the market rewards you with money. This is what we can do. So that's my running trades for the moment. Now let's come to your questions. And Euro Canadian dollar may be interesting for long trade. Let's see. Euro Canadian dollar. It's here we go. Here we go. So the downtrend is still valid. We can see here, and on the right side of the chart, yes, there is a kind of trend. It's a correction. The positive thing is that we are deep in the green zone. But if you can see this, yeah, it's a kind of trend continuation. Yeah, it's not a wonderful picture. So actually, for the moment, I don't have it on my watch list. It's not really clear. So I fear, I'm a little bit afraid that this is just a fake breakout here again. We have to wait just a bit. So are them having connections between them? Euro British pound, Euro US dollar, or US dollar Japanese yen, and GDP Japanese yen? I know people talk a lot about correlations of the market, and yes, sometimes you have correlations. Maybe Euro US dollar and US dollar Swiss franc. Yeah, they are working most of the times in different ways. Yeah, sometimes you have the same, like US dollar, Euro US dollar, or US dollar British pound. So, but this is a kind of fundamental analysis again, and this is not what we are doing here, because you can, if you want to compare the currencies, if you are thinking about the connections between this, then you start interpreting, and then you start analyzing. And as Richard Dennis mentioned, we don't make money with analyzing. We don't make money with interpreting. We make money with buying and selling. And what you have to do as a private trader is to follow your rules. So, and correlations are not a part of rules unless you have a back test. If you have a back test, you have a strategy which is working with correlations, then you have to create your rules. Yeah. But if you don't have a back test, if you just read it anywhere online, yeah, or heard something talking about this, that's not a back test. That's just an opinion. That's you did it my way. Yeah. But as a private trader who has no influence on the right side of the chart, you need to have rules. So therefore, I would highly recommend to stay away from thinking about any connections, because sometimes there are correlations, but sometimes there are not. So, and with sometimes and sometimes, it's not working at all. So follow the rules where you know they're working all the time, independent from the result, because the result is based on probabilities. This is what I want to tell you about this. So let's see if I have something on YouTube. What about British pound Swiss franc? That's a very interesting question. I have it still here, and I'm still waiting. And as I said, the first point is what is really cool is we are in the green zone. The point of control is far away. But if you check now the completely market profile, then you can see the volume is at almost every price the same. Look, you can see it here. Check it out. So there is the point of control. So look here, point of low, and look exactly this price where we are right now. And if you draw a trend line here down, you can see, oh, that's not so far away. That could be really interesting, that the market is working on a new fair price here. That could happen in the next days, I guess. So therefore, I'm a little bit more carefully with this because we have a trend. That's absolutely true. That's not this one. We have this trend, move, correction, and move. And yes, there was a kind of trend continuation here, but you see, just fake. So therefore, in my opinion, we are just still on a second trend arm. And we always can set a pending order on the way up. But look at the price right now. Sellers come back at the moment. And you see the price is going down. So there is no need for rush, no need for being in a hurry, something like this. Just wait for it. But it's still on the watch list, your British pound, Swiss franc. And it's also the same in Australian dollar, Swiss franc. And here's the situation a little bit more clear, because that's the second trend arm. And we are waiting for the next balance candle or changing of the color, and then we can set a pending order on the upper side. Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Japanese yen, Swiss franc, hard, because that was the correction zone and they are working to break the trend, but maybe it's a trick, again, a trick. And if we see a balance candle or maybe changing of the color, we have a great chance for a long position. Let's see. On the other hand, Australian US dollar, that's out. Here we are out. You see the price is working down, left the 0.3, trend is broken again, which means the main trend will continue to the lower side. So actually, there is nothing to do. So let's see, last view about the DAX. We are going higher in the next move, just waiting for the next correction, and then we can set a pending order for a long trend. Yeah, just waiting. So last question. I just want to say that I am really, really happy that you recovered from that cough you had. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I'm completely recovered from COVID, and I'm really happy. Thank you for this. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had great poll and the question of the day. We have a clear answer. I will stick to the rules under all circumstances, 72%, and I want to stop interpreting markets my way, 28%. That's cool. I hope you will reach your goals this week, and I'm looking forward to see you for the rest of the week. Tomorrow again, 8:30. Thanks to Nastia, thanks to Admirals that we can do this every morning. Now I wish you a wonderful and great day. And I want to stop before we go. I want to give you the quote of the day. Almost forgotten. Yeah, almost forgotten. Trading never changes. The pocket change, the suckers change, the stocks change, but trading never changes because human nature never changes. That's from Chester Livermore, one of the most famous trader ever. And this is why we can count on this trend following system, because it's based on human nature, and human nature never changes. And now I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. Have courage and be kind. And may the force of the